Hi everyone, welcome back to the Tool Monsters YouTube channel. We're here today with PB Plumber. Thanks very much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And as an outstanding plumber here, he's going to talk us through the press kit that we have. This is the REMS kit. Yeah, you just want to take it away and
Okay, so this is the REMS Mini. This will do up to 35mm copper. The next size up you'll need the standard REMS, but the one we're talking about today is the REMS Mini. So 15mm through to 35mm. The kit that you're selling comes 15 to 28mm profile jaws, which come in the box. We're going to look at 15mm today though, which is this jaw here.
So it's quite easy to interchange the heads on these here.
Yeah, now you've got to be, obviously if you're going to buy one of these you're going to do your research, but there's different heads for different profile fittings, different brands of fittings. The ones we're using today, these are the Conex banded jaw. This is a B press fitting. It requires a V profile jaw. There's M profile jaws. There's MLCP, which is the multi-layer composite pipe. That needs
the metal inside the plastic.
Yeah, that needs another profile head, but they're widely available. So basically you put whatever fitting you're using, you put the corresponding jaw into your press tool, and then these fittings, it's a captive O-ring inside the fitting. You need to prepare your pipe, so you need to ream it out, pop it in, mark it, take it out and check it, because if you press it wrong you can't take it apart again. Once it's pressed, it's pressed. If you don't prepare the pipe, you don't mark it, you don't have a warranty on the fitting. So once you've prepared it, open the jaw. There is inside the profile of the jaw, it's pretty obvious where it needs to go, but the fitting sits inside the jaw like that. You can't really get it wrong. And then once it's in, you squeeze the trigger, it puts about 2 tons of force onto that fitting and it squeezes it shut and it's sealed by that O-ring. So that's that. If you get halfway through a press and for whatever reason you want to stop, there is a release button there which releases the jaw. So the REMS is unique because it doesn't just press pipes. You can also get a threaded rod cutter. So if you're using things like Uni-strut for clipping your pipes, you can have a jaw that actually cuts through the threaded rod. And they've also got an angle jaw set. So if you imagine this jaw, you're going straight on to the pipe and the fitting. They do an offset head which comes at it from 45. So if you're working under a floor or you're under a boiler and you can't quite get the gun in straight, they do sell a attachment that you can approach it from a different angle, which isn't a necessity, because what you'll find is once you start pressing, if you're new to it, you will think about it. So if you ever come across a fitting where you can't get the gun in, you probably would have realised it before you put it into a situation and you would have pressed it out of place and then put the pipe in. And
pressing and fixing is more, is it better than soldering?
It's cleaner. The downside is you've got to buy the gun, but it's cleaner. There's no flux in the pipe, so you've not got to flush the system after you've worked on it. It's faster. You get that little bit of confidence in the job because you know nothing's going to leak, because you know with a solder fitting, if you don't solder it right, once you put the water in, if it leaks,
it's reliable for all sorts of things.
You've got to drain the whole system down so you can sweat it again. Whereas this, you could press this with water in the pipe. So if you, let's say you did a whole central heating system, you forgot to press one joint, they have a leak before press, which is a little, there's a little sort of bump in the O-ring, which will allow a bead of water to come out, so you'll see that it's leaking.
Yeah.
If you do forget to press one, you filled it up and it starts weeping, you don't have to drain everything down, you can press it while it's warm.
Just press it after, so if you're on a big job and you want to be fixing your, let's say apprentice hasn't pressed or whatever, you can just go flat. So it's not going to cause a massive issue at that point.
It's not going to cost you any more time by draining down. It's great for things like gas runs outside, if it's blowing a gale or if it's raining, obviously you can't solder, you can still press.
Always press.
Crawling around in roof spaces, under floors, it's great for that. It does speed the job up. It's just the thing that puts most people off is the initial outlay of the machine, but what you'll find is once you you get one. I mean, for me, it took me ages to sort of take the plunge and get into press, but you'll find that once you do, you use it for everything, and it saves you so much time. It sort of pays for itself.
Well, after you choose your press gun, then you just go on the website and you're able to choose your type of head, but whether you're using the M or the V or the angled head or the MLCP, you can just choose, and you get 3 heads with this particular kit here. You know, awesome. Brilliant. Thank you very much for showing us that, PB, and see you again next time, and hit subscribe at the bottom. Thanks, guys.